I heard something interesting today. They call it the pink tax. Y'all ever heard of that?
A pink tax.
Yeah. So basically, I don't know this to be true, but I heard on another podcast. So things that's made so let's say a hairbrush, right? So you'll find a hairbrush in Walmart. It may be black, and it may be $4.99. That same hairbrush in pink will be $6.99.
Really?
I never paid attention.
Is it just because it's a more vibrant, like it attracts more?
Well, they say
what's the behind it?
They were saying on this podcast that things that are made specifically for girls or women is higher, cost more.
Of course.
I mean, I have
because it's gonna be bought regardless, like a
and
brush.
that was my thought. They were alluding to the fact that it's just it's a women's thing. Women just have it harder. I was thinking more on the consumer line of it's gonna be bought.
Right.
Men are gonna. It's more simple. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna have to price ours lower to get us to even go to it and buy it. Women, if they want their hairbrush, it could be $50. It could be $4. Right. They're gonna buy that brush.
And I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes you will buy something even if it's just a couple of dollars more, based off of color, because it's like, ooh, I want the pink one.
Right. It's just gonna make me feel better. That color is vibrant. Yeah, I agree.
That's interesting. I thought it was interesting. Which kind of leads into one of the topics we're gonna cover tonight.
Okay.
I'll wait until we get into the show for that. Right, cuz?
Cool. That's absolutely right. Hey.
Hey.
Welcome to another episode of Live Len Legit, man. It's your boy 2 Cup Shawty. You dig? Always your boy
B. Always your boy B.
Hey, man, guess what? Hey, man, say, man. I want you to look behind the table. I want you to look into that chair. Guys, I want you to look at the bottom right. This is special. I don't know. I had brought the shorts out for this one.
It's a big one.
Yeah, they don't have for real, dog.
Hey, I got the home jerseys on.
I got
home jerseys on
I
for this.
like it.
It's a special.
I got a little way long sleeves. I want to look like you.
You wanna look like me?
Cause girl, say, B, I say we got young who?
Young Say.
You did. Hey man,
What's
B,
up?
bring it in the right way.
Hey man, always producing the show. Her first one, man. Her inaugural producing
You better jazz.
Debut.
Thank you,
There we
Queens.
go.
Appreciate that.
You better jazz.
The one and only, the phenomenal, the beautiful, the talented Young Say
Hey,
producing the show.
you got your boy Q Smith, 2 Cup Shawty B, and Young Say.
Hey.
Another episode alive, lit, and legit.
Another episode.
Episode. I try to say so, but I
You
said
said
episode.
episode.
I don't know what I said, but it's going down tonight.
That'll work.
Man, what it say, man?
What's
Look,
up?
we thank you, man.
Most definitely.
We really do sincerely
In this thing.
on behalf.
Y'all, we in here.
How you
Yeah.
feel, little boy? How you feel? How you
I
feel?
feel good.
What you just got? Where you just came from? You're glowing, baby. What you?
Glowing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
You been living, ain't you?
I chill.
She out here.
So you
here.
outside?
Oh, I'm outside. I'm outside.
Outside.
No mask. You outside?
Hot girl winner.
Oh, very much so. How you know? You heard me remix it, Hot Girl. We out here.
Yeah. Get what? Got
We
another
out here.
special treat. Guess what? On the camera you see us, but on that voice, still can't forget about the girl who? Queez. You did.
What's up?
Queez said, what you doing? You looking merry over there. Y'all can't see
They
it, but
can't
she looking merry. She looking merry.
Tis the season.
To be jolly.
To be jolly.
It's the most wonderful time.
Well, it's the most what?
Wonderful time of the year.
I don't even know to come in and sing.
Remix
what.
it. It's the most.
A wonderful time.
It's the most wonderful time. Most wonderful time of the year.
Wonderful time of the year. Wonderful time of the year. Shake it up, baby. Go and get a year. Hey man, welcome to another episode of Live Living and Shit, man. Be what it do, baby.
Bro, how many times we gonna introduce the show
I
tonight?
don't even know, cause it's the most wonderful time. Bring it back. Yeah, she got her ball head scatterway. Hey, criminal, I'll give you that. Charlie, she gone off that Molly.
Hey.
Charlie, she gone off that Molly. Percocet, bean. Percocet, bean. Percocet, bean. She want that, y'all mean. Hey,
I like that a lot.
We living, man. We living.
I like that a lot, man.
Go take over, baby. Go ahead.
I like that a lot. Oh, shoot. I don't even want to bring it down now. We all amped. We on 10. I don't got no story that's on 10 though. So I guess we're gonna jump straight into back to what we were saying before we brought the show in.
What we talking about?
Remember we were talking about, girl things are gonna be higher than boys things or whatever. So I just want to know how y'all feel about this. So on Facebook this week, Facebook went stupid. Because someone put up this picture right here.
What it is?
Right.
What it is?
So
We finna get to it.
young fella, young man.
He coming.
Uh-huh.
Who the young man? He coming.
He gonna
Which
be
man
up
was
here.
right?
Now this young man.
Young man
What he?
in the kitchen.
What it is?
In the kitchen.
What it is?
That man.
What it
Right
is?
there. He in the kitchen, right?
What it is?
So young man in the playing probably with a little kitchen set. Kitchen set nice though. I got to
that's
say.
it.
That's
was
a nice kitchen
The
set.
kitchen set a little better than my real kitchen.
Oh, man,
That's
what?
a nice one.
I thought Cole had the studio.
I'm on
had
definitely.
the kitchen and the studio.
So basically, I don't have the exact quotes or the statuses, but
Right.
basically the general question, we gonna skip all that.
Mm-hmm.
The general question is, how do you feel about young boys playing with kitchen sets and young girls playing with tool sets, or young boys playing with, we're gonna take it to the extreme. Young boys playing with Barbie dolls and young girls playing with footballs.
Right.
Young boys playing with hair kits and hairbrushes, and young girls playing with cars. How do y'all feel? You know what I'm saying?
So,
That's hard.
being a mother, but of course I have girls. I guess when you put it into that perspective of girls playing with toolboxes, we don't look at it as,
Right.
it could be the same as she's just looking up to dad, kind of thing.
Right.
What he's doing. But I mean, for me, depending on what household the child is coming from, even if it is a 2-parent household, if you see mom, this is what she's doing, majority of the best chefs are men.
They are.
Yeah.
Just keep it real. It's just pretty much what you expose your child to.
Most
That's
definitely.
that's my answer 100%. If he wants to, now I will say when it gets to the Barbie dolls, that is more of a different, I'm not too much for that. And that's just my honest opinion. Not the Barbie dolls, but then it's kind of prejudice, because if my daughters wanted to play with a toolbox, I'm gonna let her, because my youngest daughter, she does.
That's hard.
Yeah.
A voice behind the mic.
But-
What you think? Hold up.
Go ahead.
No, I agree with Young Say. My thing is, it just tells us, exactly how society sees the gender roles and how it's kind of unbalanced there. Because like she said, if a young girl wants to play with a toolbox, it's okay, but young men can't play with dolls, or in this case kitchen sets, without there being some judgment passed on it. So
Right. Look, I wish I would walk in and my nephew sitting there playing with a doll.
Right.
I'm gonna hit the ceiling. Right.
what about action figures? Are they considered dolls?
Now, now we got
that's a
some
good question.
discrepancy in it.
They built the
Because-
same, man. Cool.
Action figures on one hand, which I could see where the point would be, where it's the same thing. It is, but it ain't. You know what I'm saying? If he's sitting there playing with a little wrestling figure or a little G.I. Joe, that's one thing. If he's sitting there brushing Barbie's hair, that's a totally different thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What if he was getting her a 5 fade?
See, I ain't gonna lie.
Barbers.
I play with them all. You feel me? I play with them all. Get what? Barbie got the temp fade. I'm finna have you pull up at the trap. I'm finna let you meet little cuz. You G.I. Joe. You feel me? I had that a whole. I play with them all. But it's the extent of living within or living within that moment.
And that's where the problem comes in at. This I have no issues. I take no issues with. My niece has a kitchen set similar to that
I
one.
was just saying,
Not as
like
expensive.
that one.
It ain't got lights and stuff, and
Okay.
we can afford all that. But she has one very similar to that. My little nephew, he has a little grill set. Now my niece is playing with this.
Right.
My nephew has a little plastic Fisher Price grill set with a few little pieces. Which one you think he gonna run to? He gonna run to the big one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I have no issues with that. Me, myself, love to cook. Phenomenal cook. My brother, his father, phenomenal cook. Loves to cook. He's always cooking. That's what he sees. Have no issue with him playing in the kitchen set because he always sees daddy's always cooking. Uncle's always cooking. These are the two men in my life.
Right.
Men supposed to cook. Have no issues with that. Barbie dolls, that's taking it to the
And
extreme.
I'm right behind you, B. Yep, right behind you. But then also it kind of piggybacks off of, you know, because we have so many men that don't know how to take care of themselves when they do get on their own. What's your ideal meal? You eat ramen noodles and chips, you know, but you starting early like this, then of course when you get out there, you know, you can support yourself, feed yourself,
Right.
all play into each other.
Right.
Well, let me ask you guys this. So a while back, it came out, should little boys be able to play with baby-style dolls?
No.
But, okay, I hear what you're saying, and I understand from where you're coming from, but a good point that was made about that was, well, mommy has a little sister, and now he gets to practice how to hold baby using this doll. You see what I'm saying? Now the view has changed, like, oh, he's using the doll to practice holding little sis. Yeah, so they're saying that it is helpful in situations like that. What do you think about that? It changes the view of it.
Maybe my mind is just still jaded. I'm still stuck in the old school way of thought. I hadn't adapted to this new school thought process, which is, I guess, you know, my kids will be raised in the old school manner.
We gonna wait till the baby get here, then you hold the sister.
Right. But my son ain't finna be in there, you know, playing with a little baby alive.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Changing
I'm with
diapers. Nah,
Yeah,
but
I'm with
you better go feed the doggone dog. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Go
see,
pick up his food.
and I get it, but I don't have kids. I have nieces and I have nephews, but I get it. But on the other part, I feel like we put gender roles on those toys, so dolls are feminine. When in fact, a young boy can play with dolls and be just as mannish as he want to be when he grows up. You know, it doesn't change his sexual preference, and we make that assumption. We associate that with the color pink, with the tools, with dolls and things. We set that up, not the kid. They don't know.
That is true. I agree with that. And
Just like a male who, I mean, what's his name? Christian Louis Vuitton? What's his name? Yeah, I'm sorry.
Virgil.
The shoes, the red
Louis
bottom.
Vuitton, Louis Vuitton.
Yeah.
Christian Louis Vuitton.
Yeah, him.
Right.
That's a man who's to say that he's gay.
cut.
Okay, now it's hers.
Yeah, now it's yours.
There you go. Okay.
We're going to make sure that we going to have that right for the next episode.
So it's the Christian Louis Vuitton. The guy who makes the shoes, he's a male designer. Who's to say that your son putting clothes on a doll can't become this $1 billion, millionaire making and designing clothes?
He can.
Sure.
Let's call a spade a spade. The fear for fathers would be that their son turns out homosexual, right? And so I think that's all it boils down to. So you kind of over push and push all these things that's meant to be manly on the child, thinking if I steer you in this direction, if you learn how to work with your hands, you learn the basis of tools, you learn, you know what I'm saying, all these manly things, that it's gonna keep you from being that way. In reality, it won't, because you can be the manly of men. You can be a mechanic. There's gay NFL players. You know what I'm saying? Those are some of the manliness of men that there are in the world. But that's just, it's that old school way of thought. I mean, it's kind of what it is. Society has adapted us to these norms. And you know what I'm saying? For anybody to jump down my throat talking about, you know what I'm saying, well, you know, you've been programmed to think that way. We've been programmed on everything we think. We think the way we think because we've been programmed that way. Don't get mad at me, because I've been programmed to think a certain kind of way, because we've all been programmed to think a certain kind of way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not saying there's anything wrong with homosexuals. That's not what I'm trying to say on this podcast.
His thing was they had so many pictures of like kids who were very flamboyant doing masculine, quote unquote masculine stuff.
Yeah.
So like it was these 3 football players, looked like they were in high school, and one was like laid down on his stomach while one was like basically motioning.
Yeah, I seen that.
Like he was hitting her from behind, and the other one was like getting hit.
What?
Yes.
But that's the type of stuff y'all do on the football
But
field.
no, but okay.
What is we doing?
I can say this,
we
having been in
hold up
hundreds of thousands of football locker rooms, having, you know, played football for 15 years. In jokes and games, sometimes things get a little suspect. I can say that. I probably just broke guy code by even saying that. But sometimes things get a little suspect in the football. Like, not like serious suspect, but suspect in joking and having fun. Things be a little weird. One of the worst fights I ever got into was in the locker room. I was changing, and this guy grabbed my butt. He was joking and ha 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 ha, and I was like, bro, I'm good. Leave me alone. I'm straight.
Finger in the butt.
And he did it again.
Not the finger. He didn't say the finger.
I ain't say nothing about no fingers.
Nothing about a finger.
It wasn't the finger.
Nothing involved the finger.
It might be in the toe.
Oh, gee.
Oh.
But dude grabbed my butt again, and we got to fight right there. Starting quarterback. I didn't care at that point. I was mad.
The coach had you messed up, didn't it?
All the way. I ain't play like that.
And this was in high school?
This was in middle school.
See, he was already exploring.
He was.
He wasn't know what the thing felt like.
I'm finna grab that. I'm finna grab that thing.
Not could have turned into the most professional ass grabber. That's how I start.
That ain't good. People get in trouble for grabbing butts.
Hey man, what Weinstein?
He did more than grab butts. He did a lot more than grabbing butts.
As I told y'all, that's how I started.
It started okay.
You did. Weinstein in the locker room with you, my boy. You did. What you don't know.
But yeah, that was one of the worst fights I've gotten into. In my.
So you a Me Too. He's a Me Too. You got Me Too.
Oh dang.
You was a Me Too. Cause you a Me Too.
We ain't finna do that. We're not finna do that. No.
What's a Me Too?
The Me Too movement.
Oh.
You ain't heard about the
like
Me Too movement?
It's just Me Too.
Y'all ain't heard about the Me Too movement?
They don't know. They haven't been following the show. Put them down.
The Me Too movement.
Y'all really aren't on social media.
I mean,
social media?
We really do this.
Y'all have not heard about the Me Too
We
movement.
really do this, guys.
No.
Oh, wow.
Ladies.
So, dealing with the whole Harvey Weinstein. Y'all know who Harvey Weinstein is, right?
Crazy.
Dealing with the whole Harvey Weinstein thing, right? So, the lady, her name was Amber Heard, I think. What's her name? So, she started the hashtag Me Too. And so, women who have been taken advantage of throughout the industries, they have been sexually assaulted, stuff like that. They all shared their stories online and put hashtag Me Too, and it turned into this whole big movement thing. So like, even like on Twitter, if you just put hashtag Me Too, you get this like icon beside it. Like, it's turned into this big global thing.
We covered it a year ago. It's a movement.
It's called the Me Too movement. It is huge.
So, ladies stand in front of this camera, and they tell how they have been.
Okay. I got it.
Yes.
And
yeah,
it's called the Me Too. I can't believe y'all. Wow.
I
thought everybody knew about the Me Too.
They ain't seen the first, the second, third, fourth, fifth episode when we first started. Yes, we've been covering.
Next, I'm gonna be in the bubble, and I'm I'm gonna join. I'm gonna know what you mean.
We thank you, ladies.
You gonna join? Oh,
Don't get
I'm
me
not gonna
too.
join.
oh,
Don't
oh,
get me
see,
too.
See, I was
Don't
gonna say
get
you
me
gonna join
too.
the.
Don't get me too, little mama. Don't
I'm like,
get
oh
me
man,
too.
she got a story to tell, y'all.
She want to get
I have y'all a story. I save it. We'll do a story time.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
We with it.
We have done story times before.
We
They
have.
they normally get pretty interesting and fun.
Ooh. Have you seen, man, live on the jet on YouTube, boy? Huh? Stories.
Story time.
2-3 hour long of stories. B, give us another story.
I'm about to think of something.
Give me one, man. What we got? Give me one.
I ain't got none. Not right now. I ain't got none. Your boy Will.
Who?
Will
from?
Mardrakus Smith.
Not the Smith. Will
Not Mark Drake.
That's a nice
Will
picture.
Mardrakus
My
Smith.
boy lost weight. Big
Yeah,
weight.
he looks younger though.
He does look
He
younger
dyed
on
he
there.
dyed his beard and hair.
No. What the true story is, my boy Will.
He can't keep his lunch down.
No, listen, guys. I'm gonna put you down and put you in and put you up.
You over there
2 cups.
struggling with that strap though. You been
Well,
struggling with that strap about 15
No,
minutes.
listen now. We're gonna not say strap. We're gonna say the
Velcro.
yes, sir.
You struggling with that strap over there.
Yo, they're struggling with that
You
strap.
don't want that
Call it
strap.
what it is.
You don't want that strap.
No.
You don't want that strap.
I want Velcro shoes on the first row. Oh,
Hey, real talk.
say
I
strap.
thought you was finna say I want the strap. I was gonna chop that, and boy, that was finna be all over everywhere.
He was gonna be on the episode of Me Too.
Try to get it right. Yeah, big. Though, my boy Will, man, listen. So, he picked up this role on a great, possibly award-winning, I say Oscars award-winning role, but COVID happened. For this role, my boy picked up maybe 20, 30, 40, 50 pounds for this role. And then COVID happened. When COVID happened, the production cannot be proceeded due to
Right.
situations. Now he's stuck with it. It's hard when you come in like this and you get looked at like off a role that never got so
Never got what?
Never got aired.
no. I said it again. The role never was proceeded. The production was never proceeded.
You didn't say proceed the first time. You said they never got and then you moved.
No, I'm talking about if you was listening. If
You didn't say proceed.
If you was listening.
That was a chopped and screwed scene.
That's all it was. Bruh.
Chopped and screwed. Proceeded. So, however, my man, I'm so proud of my boy Will, man, because that was a.
I know what he did to help him lose all that weight. Cause Will Smith, he wrote in his book that when he have sex and he orgasms, he gags and vomits.
What are you into?
Afterwards.
What are you into, cuz?
No, I'm just saying that was
It
in the
was.
headlines.
That was legit. Yeah,
It was.
He does.
Hold on, wait. Say what?
When he orgasms, he immediately throws up.
What'd that do?
That's just his other way of like a relief.
It's
Like he's done it so much. They said that it's psychosomatic, meaning it's like his body can't help but do it. But there's nothing wrong with him. It's just how his body responds to
So I got a question.
orgasm.
So do he eat before he?
No,
eat?
I got a
Beat?
question.
Do he eat before he beat?
Hold up.
So serious, yeah.
That's a good question.
he says that his body is rejecting it. Like he's basically he's had sex with so many different women, his body is rejecting it, and that's how it rejects.
You know what it sounds like to me though?
What?
He trying to rebuild that ego that Jada done tore down on social media and in the public eye, because homegirl looked like she didn't have him going through.
I wish
Yeah.
she would just shut.
I want her to
hell
leave it just.
Just shut up.
Yeah.
Just
But
stop.
y'all, there's always a reason for stuff, and I wonder if behind the scenes, Will really done did something. So this is her way of getting him back. Like
'Cause
we
he's
don't know
been
their
quiet.
relationship.
I mean, for the most part, he's been quiet. He hasn't really said anything. The hearing about him after he, comes in the throwing up. That's probably the most I've heard.
Right.
Even with the August Alsina stuff, all of that.
Right.
Yeah. Really,
Which is so weird. Like stuff like that, we don't need to know.
we don't.
You don't have to share that with the
But
people,
y'all don't be knowing these folk want to get this stuff out.
Well,
It's a
that's what
relief for these
therapy
folks.
is for.
Yeah.
Man,
But,
I'm telling
okay.
you, these folk wanna get this.
get it out. You can get like
Friends.
Jaquez said, get it out in therapy and tell your inner
Right.
circle.
But
Tell
guess
your
what?
friends.
But guess what? When these folks
Things I tell my friends, I'm not gonna get in this
But-
chair
but-
and say.
But see, this thing, my boy. When they pull up on the therapist and they pull up for that session, it's to get it out on that element. But the things they're being attracted to, it's the same ways that they feel like they need an outlet to. So the therapist could be an inner piece. That's internal. But I gotta pop it like this because I need these folks to know external. You did the same way that they giving and pushing, I'm receiving, and this is the same way I'm finna push out the same type of frequency.
I got you.
But everything ain't got. I'm sorry, everything ain't got to be put
No.
out.
It
there.
don't, but that's how they feel.
Yeah.
Look to the whole Smith family on behalf of Live
Live
Living
Legit.
Legit, the internet as a whole, the world, the solar system.
Oh, you speaking for
aliens.
everybody.
Shut
Pluto.
the hell up.
Yeah.
Stop. We're good. We don't need to know no more. We straight. We're good.
They need family talks.
But listen, don't y'all know the world that we in? He's like, shut it up, social media, Y'all don't know, guys, and I'm finna put y'all down. If case y'all don't know, I'm finna put you in to put you up to put your stuff. What the world has came to is not like, let me go over they house, let them come over my house, and let's get some straightening. You saying stop, but these people can't stop because the outlet of today is social media, outlet, internet, up, stuff. So listen,
I get
you
what you're
can't
saying.
come to my house.
So you're saying that's how
Because
they
you
stay
can't.
relevant.
Right.
So these
That's
people are
part-
forced.
But you can stay relevant without stuff like Will throwing up when he nuts. We don't need to know that. You can stay relevant. They got Red Table Talk. That keep them relevant anyway.
It does,
But
right.
but you don't know, cuz maybe it might be something before, cuz he ain't just coming out as part of saying da-da-da. Something already happened. When these folk didn't come to the house, they went to the, so I guess how cuz said, and now he got you looking like, you ain't got to come to the internet, cuz cuz had to come to the internet, my boy.
But he
That's
didn't.
what you don't know. That's what you don't know. It's the people that you don't know that probably allegedly said what they said was not them coming over the house. They came on the internet. My boy can't get them to the house to cover what we doing because the world ain't looking at you to the house and what we doing. They looking at what you said to the world. Ain't no
So
bigger.
you're talking about what you're
the
saying
only
is
thing they
that
do is come back to the
everybody's
world.
looking at Jada, so now he's trying to save face this way.
Man, when you put
What
this,
I'm thinking he's trying to say
Man.
is some people was finna say something publicly, so he jumped on top of it and said it before.
Cuz.
Oh, now
that's-
that makes
That's
sense.
what I'm trying to say. 'Cause you can't
Gotcha.
come and talk to when you say don't put this. It be out of our hand. I ain't got no choice because it up. So if I
Okay.
want to come to the,
I get it.
if you
That
want to come
makes
to
sense.
the pew, I'm talking about the first pew, the one not at the back of the church, but the first,
gotta
and
sit
sitting
up
next to the
front.
deacon. I can't have that with you.
But
'Cause you-
okay, but
You doing off the.
That makes
But-
sense.
The pulpit.
That's a
But
good
okay,
point.
hold on. How damning is it for a woman that you slept with to be like, man, when he came, he threw up on me.
Oh,
Okay, publicly, right? So now you got this whole backlash of course the internet's gonna run with the story and go crazy.
Right.
How hard? But then you can just easily come out and be like, hey, it's psycho. Say what's the word?
Psychedelic.
is that
Psycho.
Psychosomatic.
Yep.
It's something that I can't control. That did happen. Hey, chalk it up to the game. I guess it's because of blase, 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 and going about your business. That's not that damning.
It is in today's world, my boy. Because all that little is not today. It's 2021. All that hey, it was when folk running and you done. It's over with.
Okay, but I get what Q's saying. Now that makes sense. Like, let me get in front of the story.
I'm putting it down.
But at the same time, I understand what you're saying, because you're saying it doesn't matter. It won't hurt you. You as the celebrity, you can spend it, but that's not always the case.
They're not coming out saying that Will Smith grabbed my boob. You know what I'm saying? You can't flip that. It's either did you grab it or you didn't. You know what I'm saying? You can't spin that. Something saying, okay, he puked on me after we finished consensual sex. I mean, that's nothing. Oh, he threw up. He's Will Smith. Be glad he threw up on you. That is royalty vomit.
So what you gonna say?
No, thank you. No, thank you.
I'll pass.
No, thank you.
Who was that had sweat and stuff going at the concert? Kanye at one point.
What is that?
Yeah, what?
What it say? Yeah.
Kanye.
Say. What it say?
I was saying Kanye. Then he had. Remember, it was like a meme. Somebody had like sweat from Kanye concert going.
Oh
from,
yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah. Hey, that's Kanye West sweat. That's royalty.
Y'all can keep that.
Bottle that and drink
We
it.
good.
I got the yay sweat by the gallon. Going for the gallon.
Got the yay sweat.
Going for the gallon.
Ooh.
I've never understood the obsession with celebrities when people be buying stupid stuff like that.
They do.
I've never gotten it because I'm just like, at the end of the day, that is a human being. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
They stink like you stink.
Exactly.
I'm good. I don't want it.
Cause you can cut your nail. I'm talking about you saying right there, a little bit too long. What a little clip. Click. That right there, you pick it. It going for me.
Right.
You did.
No, I think they were selling L.
Sure. Oh yeah,
You
they sure
remember?
was selling air.
They were.
They sure was selling
they
air
was
from
selling L.
Selling
It was
out.
a Kanye concert.
Kanye concert.
They were they had backed it up and they were
They in
selling
that thing.
air.
Cause say, hey.
No, not Kanye's air. The atmospheric air.
The atmosphere.
Like, you open the
We
bag,
were
you're
in
like,
here in the
I was in
BJCC
that
at
concert.
Kanye
Right.
concert.
They were selling
Selling
the
it.
air.
That's
Sure was.
that topped it. It can go to 3,020, 400,000, whatever year it is. You selling air?
How do you even know
God,
that
that's
this
it.
air is from the concert? This dude could have been at home just blowing up bags and just saying that
That's
the air
it,
is
though.
from there.
They don't talk air, cuz.
Well, that's probably what was happening.
They don't
Yeah,
talk
I'm
air.
sure.
They
don't
done
talk
put
air.
it in a glass box.
They don't
Yay.
talk air.
Yeah,
They don't
yay.
talk air unless they can talk. A way for you to blink.
Mm-hmm.
This is blink, or this is or this her. I don't know what it is. Touch on it, like what air? How can
Air.
you top
That's what they
air,
was
cuz?
Air.
That was
How
it.
can you top air? Think about it.
Let me ask y'all this: if y'all ever married a celebrity, would y'all steal some of their personal items to sell
For what?
if y'all get divorced?
Oh no. No.
Possibly. It
If you
depends
were
on
with
how
Kanye?
nasty it was. You said divorce?
Yeah,
Depends on how nasty.
bad
It was.
divorce.
Oh, he's nasty.
Bad divorce. Like I'm
You
talking
know people
like
petty.
custody battles and battle over the properties and just he cheated. Just bad divorce.
I wonder if that's still a thing now. But back in the day, that used to be like a real big thing. Like,
Oh yeah, take what you get.
basically,
That-
I have like Elvis, I have his last napkin that he used.
Right.
Oh.
It still is
And
big.
that-
Like
yeah.
like that stuff still go to auction for like $50,000.
But not Elvis's. So like, is people doing that for Kanye? Are people doing that? They are. That wow.
That what we talked about
'Cause
last
they-
episode, prenups.
Okay.
So listen,
But that ain't got nothing to do if she just steal your drawers.
No, I feel like the prenup wasn't implemented at an all-time high like it is now.
You are
Of
missing the point.
No.
She stole your drawers.
You are missing the point. You are missing the point. These folk went back then thinking about that, my boy.
They
so
stole
listen,
them.
listen, my boy. Before you get in this room on how we pop it today and talk about prenups and all the kind of disclosures and NDRs, taking sale, these folks was wide open. So that's why they got the taking draws and most stuff.
No, bro. Prenups dates back to the 1700s.
Yeah, my boy, but it wasn't
been
brought
selling
into
prenups.
now. And then the time that I'm gonna say now the time point that we talking. That's how these folk got to get off and did what they did.
JP Morgan. Y'all know who JP Morgan is?
Talking about the bank. Who we talking about?
The bank guy.
Yeah.
JP Morgan.
The bank guy. Yeah.
The bank that dates back to the early 1800s. He had his wife sign a prenup.
My boy. These folk just came until you allowed him. We talking about the culture. You know this is what we talking about. The culture, the high. These folk went and implement how you think these folk get free hands and sticking hands like this. And would they take? Yes, because that wasn't implemented. Now it is. So you think that would go down to no.
But that still misses the original point. I got off track too.
Which is what?
The original point is she stole the draw. Has nothing to do with a prenup because a prenup just says,
bro,
legally we gonna split this. I'm saying,
I'm giving
y'all steal
the whole disclosure?
Their underwear.
Breakdown. The whole disclosures of breakdown. It started at the prenup because it started at marriage to the whole what we is now, what we is this, and what we did that to get you in this room to be able to steal. That wasn't implemented, my boy.
But what does that have to do with her signing the prenup, though?
Bro,
it has nothing to do with it.
It's not about a prenup. It's how it goes, my boy.
And then why are we talking about
Because listen, I'm putting you down. When it comes to implementing laws that keep you safe, I'm starting at a prenup when it comes to marriage. Because the same thing could have went down with somebody that was married. So you just covered BJ Washington.
Your draws need to be in the prenup.
Man, I tell you. Like, how you think these folk got there?
No. My car is covered by insurance, right? My car is out there in the parking lot of TL Studios. Check the website. If someone comes to steal my car, what does that have to do with it? They still got my car, right?
No.
They got my car. It just doesn't matter. So if you're married, let's say you and Young Say is married, right? You signed the prenup. If you want to steal his drawers and sell them on eBay, what does that prenup have to do with stopping you from stealing his drawers and selling them on eBay?
Right.
Nothing.
I mean, well, the
has
prenup.
A lot because it's okay, go ahead. Say.
Nothing. I was gonna say the prenup. I mean, just well, I guess it depends on how technical we getting with the prenup.
You know what I'm trying? No, it's not about the word prenup. It's about the clause within the contract. If you protect yourself, these people wasn't. So
that's still not gonna stop her from stealing your drawers.
Yeah, it's not gonna steal. Yeah,
it doesn't.
If she wants them, she gonna steal them.
Exactly. But get what? But get what? We safe. La mama ain't. That's when you say when it comes to stealing, how you gotta. It cool. That's what it comes from. This how folk keep themselves. My drawers got stolen, but get what? I got 3 more on the way. That comes with the whole. You feel me? Folk went in. So get what? La mama get off with the drawers, my boy. And you look at what. You know what? You out here. What? Because how you got that? Because you're not understanding this.
Free ball.
That's where it come from. It ain't about the word prenup. It's about disclosures and clauses. Listen, my boy, I'm
still confused.
Yeah,
I'm not understanding.
That's why you ain't got no drawers out here.
What you trying to?
That's why you ain't got no drawers.
I'm not.
Put it on.
I'm not getting.
You got here free ball.
I got play. He free ball. That's what I'm trying to say. He free balling. He got no drawers.
Maybe ain't nothing wrong with free balling.
First prenup. In 1848.
1848. Okay, so I was off for a few years, okay. But 1848. So prenups go way back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where they say that J.P. Morgan though was brilliant. When he got his wife to sign a prenup, he was bankrupt. He had just lost like everything, right? But he knew he was gonna rise. Got her to sign a prenup then. So of course she was like, "You ain't got nothing." Okay, right. Yeah, I signed a prenup. I got more than you. Then he hit it big. Became the bank tycoon.
And what happened to their relationship?
I don't know. Good question.
That is a good question.
You know, it was the 1840s. Maybe she died. I don't know.
J.P. Morgan.
Or he died.
You know, I want to prove a point though.
I feel like in the 1800s, everybody
Pop it, Quee.
Because last week when I was saying,
yeah,
you know, what I'm saying, we was talking about the prenup.
Pop it, Quee.
And I was saying, y'all men, you know, want you to sign a prenup when they ain't got nothing. But I grew that. She grew that with him. She is entitled,
and that's what
to 50% of whatever he made over the 10 years.
Business. She put her name on the dotted line, right? Cause she was like, "You ain't got none. I'll sign it, whatever."
Exactly, because
That's our argument though, Queese. That's
was
what
my
we trying to tell
argument
you, my
last
boy.
week.
Like, listen.
that was my argument last week.
If we started from a beginning of what could be potentially live 20 years later, multi-millions, billions, and legacy, that's my queen. I'm her king. And we going all in. And we had a discussion, well, guess what? If you came in 20 years after, but Queese popping in like, boy, I came in at the beginning. When you was sitting here, we were twin gone. What? We were sitting here looking.
When your drawers had
what?
holes in
But
it.
no. What I'm saying is this. Though. What I'm saying
Now
is,
you
I got y'all
these silk
point.
undies, you know what I'm saying? You think you all that, but guess what? I got 50% of that.
Alright.
That's what I'm saying.
I understand,
that really
and
hard.
look, I definitely understand y'all point. I'm just shouting out how brilliant it was of that man to bet on himself and say, "I know I'm gonna have it." So before I even get that, let me get you to go ahead and sign that.
That sound like Charles off of Diary of a Mad Black Woman.
Gonna get them bubbles.
He did the same thing
Gonna get them bubbles.
and treated her like crap.
He did.
Okay, I don't agree with him treating her like crap, but
You know what I'm saying? Well, because
But
you're
no.
talking about I don't care. I saw a clip on TikTok today. Domestic violence isn't just physical. It's manipulation. It's emotional abuse. It's misusing funds or materials that are shared between the other person just to get back at the other person and be spiteful.
The trickery.
That is it. There's a whole
The
broad-
trickery.
You know what I'm saying?
The trickery.
Umbrella that falls under.
right. Somehow y'all have twisted this and made
No,
sit
we
over here and
just
look
we
bad.
just
Oh,
we
no,
just
we
want to
on
prove
realist.
that
Just going.
men who
Yeah.
think about
feel like it's
prenup
three
are
against one.
trash.
Man, listen here.
It's 3 against 1, and I don't like that.
Nah, it's girl. I mean, I'm a realist. You know what I'm saying?
I just feel
understand
like-
both parties. I live.
I was just trying to. I was just
Hey,
saying how
man.
brilliant
One
he
for
was.
Jaquez.
Man, I live. Hey, man, them queens. Well, there won't be no kings without the queens. My
I was
boy.
just saying
You
how
dig?
That's
how
right.
how
That's
brilliant
right.
the man was. That's
Straight
all
up.
I was trying to say.
Straight up, my boy.
It
There wouldn't
wasn't
be no
brilliance.
kings.
That was
without the queens.
selfishness and manipulation.
Straight up.
I was just saying how brilliant the man was.
It wasn't brilliant.
I
It
mean,
wasn't brilliant. It was selfishness and manipulation.
You know
Let's,
what I'm saying?
let's
I
call
mean,
it what it is.
Definitely
jump in
manipulated.
at any point, you know what I'm saying, and bail your boy out.
She
Help
did.
your boy out a little
She
bit.
did. She was just listen.
I'm over here drowning. I mean,
That was manipulated.
Thank you.
It was.
Pop
I'm
it,
sorry.
say.
Thank you.
Pop it.
Definitely.
Say.
You know,
somebody call Kevin Samuel.
I'm just a
Get
mediator.
Kevin Samuel on the
That
phone.
boy need all the help.
Get Kevin Samuel on the line.
All the help.
Call Kevin Samuel.
Case won already. I mean, before you even call him, we won that.
Oh, it.
That's it.
That was manipulation.
Nah, but that was hard, though, man. That was a great topic of discussion, though.
What else I had in the doc? You know what I'm saying? Help me out.
Let's see what we got going on.
Oh, I know what it is. Did y'all watch the Verzuz battle last night?
Look.
Did they
Man.
get the fine on it? At
They
the
did.
end?
Man, hey,
They
first
did.
and foremost, I gotta say Verzuz messed up because
did.
no way 3 6 Mafia should have went against Bone Thugs. 3 6.
Boom, 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 boom. Tell me what you gonna do when it ain't no what I. Tell me what you. Hey.
When judgment comes
for
for
you,
you,
what you gonna
Those
do?
shoes.
When it ain't no what I. I'm gonna miss everybody. Say good on. But say
and
oh,
you
but
don't know what- 8-year-old, that's all. That's what, 8 years old. That's all you doing.
That's it.
What you
Y'all,
talking about?
My
what?
big cousin. That
The
used to
video
play.
didn't
What?
scare y'all.
What?
The video when
Man.
they had the,
Yeah,
What?
it was. It
Yeah.
was scary. It
With
was
so
the,
God.
eyes
you
and
know,
stuff.
at that time we ain't know, but I used to be like, they got this white on going up this hill, and then the eyes and
yeah,
Yeah,
it was spooky.
yeah,
Very,
it
very
was.
creepy video.
It was, yeah.
it was.
Man, Teresa, man, that
It was, believe it or not, though, it was a fantastic
I'm
Verzuz.
talking about.
I forgot about.
What?
I forgot how many hits
Shout-
Bone really had.
Shout out my boy.
Like,
Three.
cause instantly I was thinking like, man, 3 6 finna watch Bone Thugs.
Shout out my
No,
boy.
Bone
Three.
Thugs came with hits.
They did.
Shout out my boy.
Hits after
Bones.
hits. But first and foremost, what I thought was interesting was the guests that they brought on stage.
Right.
Bone brought out Lil Jon. They brought out Chameleonaire. 3 6 brought out first and foremost that boy Project Pat. They brought out 8 Ball MJG. Lil Chat was there. She was getting on my nerves the whole time.
Why?
She was.
What's wrong?
Y'all gonna see when we watch the video. Lil Chat just got on my nerves. the
She
whole
was
time.
living.
Uh,
Man, listen here.
But great. What you got?
It's hard out here for a pimp.
Bruh, they brought out Terrence Howard to rap that verse. Terrence Howard have never looked more uncomfortable in his whole entire life. Hilarious.
But
Dang.
he did it.
Shout out my boy.
He did do it. He did it.
All
He
my
did it.
boys. He did.
He did it.
Big good.
But I felt sorry for him because I'm just like, boy, he's so uncomfortable right now.
You seen how he holding that mic?
Yeah.
I said, boy, ain't never did
Yeah, he never did that before.
Boy.
But that was brilliant though.
That was
You know
awesome,
what I'm saying?
man.
Because they won a Grammy. Well, Juicy J won a Oscar off that. So why not include that in your verse?
Wiz Khalifa, man, they had a lot of great acts, man. It was a beautiful night, man. And I'm glad, even though they had my tussle, when I say my tussle, because I come from the tussle, you did. We had a tussle going on. But
Speaking of tussle, you know what I'm saying?
They was throwing
we had a tussle.
they was
You know what I'm
throwing
saying?
stuff.
We tussle. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Lord.
That's another. That's that
ain't
girl.
trying. Yeah,
You
she
know
ain't trying
what?
to tussle. She ain't trying to tussle.
We ain't.
Yeah, she ain't trying
There we
to
go.
tussle. So
We
I-
got it. We got it.
That's
trying
all
to
right.
talk.
That's all right. That's all
We
right.
hustling. We
good.
hustling.
We trying to tussle.
We hustling.
Let tussle. What I did right here. Let tussle. It's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? Big
You gotta
God.
do the volume.
Through it all, though,
At the
man.
top of the
Culture,
show.
man.
It's all-
Throughout our different.
Like straight the fuck up.
Yeah.
That gangsta boo.
Oh,
What the fuck? You a hater. Busy ball, you a hater. You must didn't take your pills. You weirdo ass nigga. Fuck wrong with you, bitch ass nigga.
Whoa.
I mean, they weren't playing.
Busy ball a hater. Sissy ass nigga. What the fuck wrong with you?
Now, instantly,
That shit was
Let go. Let go.
instantly, what I don't like is the fact that LaChat was sitting back. She ain't in the tussle, but she in the mic yelling all that crap about Busy Ball. Cause all you doing is egging it on while these men out there fighting. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that at all. Like, if you ain't gonna be out there in the fight, shut the hell up.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Cause you finna get somebody hurt. I don't like that.
Where I'm from, they call it instigate. The mama instigate, but get what though? Regardless of it all, man, the most beautiful, the most important. This is where we come from, and we is what we is. This is our culture. That's why who first will be last, and who last will be first. And we let these people know, hey, man, you can catch us in this light, but while we was last and while we was first, catch us in this light.
Hey, I have a question.
And that's when we
Dude,
make.
at the I've never seen. I really honestly never watched the verses. I'll be honest.
Really?
I catch the end.
my
I just
God,
watched
Chris.
the
Oh,
like
man.
clips
What is
of
you
them.
doing?
I'll be honest.
Quit love.
But in that, was there like a concert going on?
Yeah, it was live.
Oh man,
in front
so
of an
no
audience.
like guns were pulled. And
No,
Oh,
that's
no.
why. That's
Right.
the point
That-
I was
that-
making,
that'd be
Quiz.
my-
That's
my-
my point I was
Right.
making.
that'd be
At
my
the-
fear with
Don't
that.
Now-
go off what you just seen.
Now
It was
what they did on the live stream. They cut the live stream at that point
love.
Okay.
Okay.
until they got everything back
Normal.
back in order. So when they came back, they were back on their sides.
But you know what? You would think out of all the verses that have happened, like Jeezy and Gucci,
Love.
you would think that would have
But
been.
Now-
but y'all gotta remember they
Big
did at the
God.
club. Did they not get into it?
No, they didn't. Well, somebody got the shooting at the club. Got the shooting at the club. I
But
don't
was
think
it
they
like
actually did it.
Jeezy was still trying to talk at Gucci Man, and Gucci Man won. He wasn't going for it, but it was something happened at the club after the verse.
Yeah, yeah, there was a shoot.
But get what? Big God, who first will be last and who last will be
That's
first.
right.
What? I'm talking about unity. Whatever y'all
It
talking
was.
about. Get where these folk was at. After they left the verses, went to the after party
Together.
section. You here. I'm here. We next at the after party.
Together.
Together.
They had to go and
Yeah,
make a scene to come
man,
on
them
TV.
was-
That's what that was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what that was.
But-
They hadn't been out, in years, so they had to come and make a scene to
That's
leave
true.
it memorable.
It was
Stamps,
it was more so Gucci than it was Jeezy.
right?
Gucci was on 10 the
He
whole
was,
night.
whole
Jeezy
night.
was over there chilling. He was just like, man, I'm just finna rap these little songs real quick.
That's it.
Gucci
Real
wasn't trying to hear
player,
none of that.
real player. Like
That boy wanted to fight that night.
Who first will be last and who last will be
Right.
first. It went on to another birth. Default on tour right now. Yeah, together.
And that's all-
Saints
that's
on
all
to
it
you
did.
did.
It
That
was
what it back.
promotion.
that's why I'm
that
like,
was
nah,
a
that was
bad,
just,
man.
they was just putting
Still,
on.
still by far my number one Verzuz. That was the
Really?
best one I've seen.
The Gucci and the
By
G.
far, yeah.
Yeah, that was me. I was standing up. I was on the couch.
I was lit.
We were live.
We was.
We were live doing the Verzuz.
We was. That was
Yeah.
so lit, bro.
That was a good one. That one, and then I always say, Lil Jon, T-Pain. That's my
That's
second.
original, like before the stage.
Cause that one was good.
I'm talking about
B.
at the house right here.
B just trying to tell y'all he was in love with a stripper. He heard the song.
That way, I'm in love with her.
Took
She
me
popping, she rolling, she rolling.
It took
She
me back.
climbing that
back,
pole.
right. Take you back.
And she bang, and she think, boy, you know the stripper?
Hey,
What her name is?
I ain't always been saved.
What her name is? What her
I
name
used to
is?
frequent those.
Coco
So
Chanel.
what her name is?
I ain't gonna reveal her name. Not you know over the waves. I ain't gonna do it like that.
You don't do it like that, boy. Whatever you say her name is, it's 100 of them. They
It
ain't gonna
is.
talking about, boy. I come from the what her name
I ain't
is.
gonna do it.
Diamond Cherry.
Her name Cupcakes.
Ooh.
Miss Cupcakes.
Milk Dud.
Ooh, she
What's your
Coming to
stripper
the
name? Right.
Milk Dud.
Okay.
Boy, you got you a milk dog. You got you a milk dog. Oh my goodness, you got you a milk dog. Boy, you out here living, B.
Living, man, living. Was there anything else living up?
Miss Young. Say.
Yeah. Let's see. Cause it's what we have something going on Twitter.
What we got, Young say?
Students.
Oh yeah.
That was real sad.
What going on?
We don't get dark often on this show, but we
Yeah.
finna get dark for a second.
No, I want to go dark.
Oh wow. Yeah.
What going on?
So, if you listen to him for a second, see what happens. Can you start the video over?
Yeah, sorry about say Young say it loud.
So pause it for a second. So what's happening in this video? I don't know if you guys have heard, but there was a shooting in Oxford, Michigan. I believe that's correct.
Yes.
Where a young man, 15-year-old, that sounds right.
He was 15.
He was
Mhm.
took possession of his parents' gun, and then proceeded to, shoot up the school. Basically, 8 people were injured. Three died. 2 students and a teacher. Died. That's right.
I was gonna say before we go back into the clip, I actually was reading earlier today where allegedly the dad took the son, or he went on Black Friday, which was just last week, and purchased the gun. So now the parents are actually going to be charged
As they
as well.
should.
Yeah.
Yep.
As they should.
So who knows what as the story continues to unfold, who knows what, I don't know what the underlying issue was for the boy. Was it bullying or what? Had they told had you told the parents they're bullying me, and we're gonna get you a gun, what was it? But now the story starting to unfold.
What kind of gun it was?
It was a 9. or something
Like
like
a
that.
handgun.
So the video you're watching is from one of the classrooms. Every kid got a cell phone now, thank God.
Right.
In this case, but they were able to record how their experience from the inside. He was trying to get into a classroom. Teachers had barricaded the door. Kids were quiet, and this is what you're finna see their
All
experience.
right, I had to shoot 'em, guys. Here we go. Live living shit. Let go, yay. Let go, say. Here we go. We got master shooting.
Yeah, he said it's safe to come out.
Now, we're not willing to take that risk right now. I can't hear you. We're not taking that risk right now. Okay, well, come to the door and look at my bag, bro.
Yeah, bro.
He said bro.
He said bro. Red flag.
Smart.
Smart. Very.
Slow down, you're fine.
So basically, which was super smart, like how they handled it. I think, you know how back in the day how we used to do tornado drills.
Right.
That needs to be a drill done in school nowadays because it's happening so much.
But the problem is the school shooting is going to happen from someone in the school. If you go through the drills, they're going to know exactly what the plan is.
Well, Chris, to
But
get
you
you.
gotta have something in place. Though.
Well,
But
Christy-
my yeah, and see my thing, or if you don't do it with the students, it needs to be done with the teachers.
Yeah.
So hey,
So-
this is a school
so-
shooter drill.
What?
Let me like I saw one police officer, he was training some teachers, and what they did was they took a chair, like just a regular chair like the ones we have for guests here. They said tape it up like with some special tape, whatever you do. Then you take the chair and like instantly you could think quick. That special tape is the one that that goes against the wall, and he showed them how to like finagle it where that chair became like an instant lock for that door. You know what I'm saying? And so that type of training is what needs to be done
So check
in
this
the
out,
school.
Chris. Guess what? It has been done, and I hope that it will trickle down.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So like,
Because on the jobs, Tuco shouted 30 jobs right here from the Benet Street. Listen, I have actually worked on jobs where we have practice active shooting.
Yes.
Notice before the clip, I said active shooter. So, yes, as a field trip, as a fire drill, as a tornado drill, like we say, that should be implemented on the practices of what we preach. Because this is actually something that can occur just like a tornado, a hurricane. You did.
Yeah.
So no, it is in works. I wanted to trickle down because I'm letting you know that it is in works because I come from the job where they 30
Right.
job. I'm 30
We
job
have
shorty.
it, same
They
thing.
yeah
It's
practice.
cold black.
So you right, Queez.
yeah,
that
we
needs
had.
to,
I ain't gonna say the code name, but when I was at Hillcrest, we had a similar code. But we act y'all. When you work in a mental health facility, you have to be real careful because people.
trigger.
They have breaks. And so
Episodes.
one particular incident it was, it was for about 5 seconds. It was scary until everything was clear. But I had just came in to work one day,
Yeah.
and the way the building was, did I already call it my job name?
No,
The
you
job?
probably did, but keep going.
Okay, can we cut that part?
No, it's all love. Keep
so,
going.
Right, look.
so
It
just
was
to
the
kind of
people.
share a story,
they
the
want.
mental health hospital that I used to work at, it had an outpatient section, and then there was the main hospital. Well, mind you, I'm just coming in through the employee entrance,
Yep.
so I don't know what's going on in the building, right?
Yep.
Hey, that's something we gotta fix. But moving on.
Yeah.
All I know is one of the big managers come running past me, going to whatever area. I'm like, okay, must be in my mind. It must be a fight or something on another unit. Kids fighting all the times. I go on. I get upstairs to the office. I'm like, dang, where the nurses? Where everybody at? I'm going to the back way to my office, and one of the nurses, I guess she heard me or whatever. She was like, Jaquise, get in why are you walking? I was just like, what's going on? She said, it's a cold blank. I was just like, oh my God. I get in my office, turn my lights off, make sure my doors are locked, and then I wait for the clear. But I saw old dude. I was like, hey, you ran right past me. You didn't say nothing. You didn't say anything to me. Like, I'm literally walking in the building. I could have walked right into a situation where I was, in danger. So in those moments, that's what I'm saying. Like, you need constant drill. Like, yeah, it's happening, but or that this is on the back of, like, if you're in the hospital, it's on the back of your ID what you do in these situations. But it needs to be a lot more practicing,
Because
just
when
like you do with fire
Right,
drills.
because
Every
when you
month.
get in the actual heat of the moment, I don't care. I don't care how trained you are. Sometimes you have to just use common sense. But it needs to be implemented. Training does.
When that pot get the boiling.
Man.
Hey,
So
hit
just like
You
when a fire happens, everybody's job practice fire drills so much. You automatically know, all right, y'all need to head to the exit 1, 2, and 3 because all our lives coming up through school, you do fire drills all the time. To go to the basement when there's a tornado, but oh shoot, active shooter. What do I do? Okay, let me look at my car. It needs to become second nature, just like the other drills. That's what I'm saying.
Gotcha.
Well, you've been doing a lot of listening, bit dog. You gotta.
Gotcha. Man, let's wrap this thing on up. Think we've been in long enough. Another great episode, man. Live and
We
legit.
pop it.
Young Say, you wanna tell the folks where they can find you at?
Yes, you can follow me on Facebook, Sarah Gill, Instagram, Sunshine Say 88.
Well, definitely.
Big quiz.
As always, you can find me on Instagram at Poetic Intensity and Twitter as Queasy Speaks.
Let go, baby.
Be sure to follow the page, Facebook Live Lit Legit, Twitter Live_legit, IG Live Lit Legit Co, and on the internet, hit that website livelitlegit.com, /shop, blogs, TL Studios, shop with your boys, work with your boys, partner with your boys. Located right here in Homewood. TL Studios is always available for booking. Hey, inbox us, inbox the channel. Get in contact with us.
2 cups out.
Figure it out. You know what I'm saying? We here.
Hey, man. We thank y'all. We love y'all. Who first will be last, and who last will be first. Big God on this earth. Hey, live, lit, legit. Hey, that's so real.
Man, look at man. Y'all sitting here watching these videos. So you know what? Why you just click on one of these other 2 or 3 that's sitting here waiting on y'all to click on and go and get in the next thing. Get busy. Function with your people. Lively legit. You know what it is.